One of the great questions is I ask people, the way that you're currently running your business today, if you ran it like that, could you do it for like another 20 or 30 years at this pace? And it's kind of an interesting question because people look at me and they think, Josh, I'd be tired, I'd be exhausted. Well, the reality of it is that when you first start out, the only thing that you do is you chuck time at the problem. You're like the first one in, the last one to leave, you throw Sundays at it, you do the whole thing. But is that actually the way that you want to go and live your life? Are you living to work or you're working to live? And the interesting component of what really happens is the only difference between those people that literally feel exhausted and those people that are incredibly renewed is that those people that are incredibly renewed build systems and put people around them. And this is a really important part, is that the system first or the person. Most people in real estate add a person and then realize things aren't working and go and put the systems in play. Whereas what we like to do is actually build great systems first and then have the people work them. Now, this is also a problem because sometimes I've got people that got incredible systems, and if they just had one customer, that'd be seriously cool. And so the lesson here is that you've got to play the mix. If you want to be really good at what you do for sustainability and longevity over time, you've actually got to go and actually get really good at planning. Now, planning is about having a look at the calendar. Where will you be taking holidays? How do you make sure that you've got all your holidays planned 12 months in advance? Then in addition to that, what are you doing to make sure that you've got very clear downtime and very clear uptime? This is where you're going to be customer facing. This is where you're going to be at home with your family. This is where you're just going to be on your own, chilling out, doing your own thing, reconnecting with the things that are really important. The important part of a business is about saying that, hey, you know what? I want someone in my team who can actually list and not just be a buyer's agent. The benefit of having someone that can list means they can be out in the listing lounge rooms, winning listings, and I can be in a position that I can be on holidays. And that's the really important part. For sustainability and longevity, often we build a team, not just to produce additional income, but ultimately to be able to provide a better quality of life. Get really clear about what you're growing, why you're growing, and what you're doing to make sure that your business actually has that level of sustainability and longevity. You gotta love what you're doing, you gotta get great people around it, thin out what you do, and focus on the core of what actually makes you an incredible real estate agent.